The launch of the Shuttle Discovery today is a big victory for American space technology, but it is also a victory of the American spirit. Jerry has some thoughts on that angle in his commentary. Jerry?
Thanks, Nola. You probably slept better than they did last night, but then again, they had a lot more to think about. At least they had a lot farther to go. And though they weren't worried about traffic or getting lost, they had to be thinking odds. Can it happen again? Will the shuttle reaching for the stars find eternity instead? And speeches about the rebirth of our space program and commitments to new frontiers aside, America this morning was affixed to the tube, holding its breath as if this were the first time it was ever tried, with primarily one thought, at least in the back of everyone's mind. 5, 4, 3. Oh, there, the rocket's igniting. Look at that fireball. 2, 1. Oh, I hope it lifts off. 0, it's up. It looks steady. It seems to be okay. What's that? It's dropping its boosters. That's okay. It's supposed to do that. And we think of Krista McCullough and that terrible moment emblazoned on our minds. And I wonder if they're nervous. Oh, God, let them get up there. And in this world, and particularly in this effort, which is primarily the Super Bowl of technological achievement, the great irony in this wondrous display of computer and machine is that the moment that stops our hearts is not so much the power of the rocket thrust or the miracle of all those scientific formulas, but rather the simple courage of those 5 human beings who strapped themselves into the capsule for life's ultimate Olympic event, where you don't win or lose, you just win or die. That's what we're watching when we watch the launching of any space effort. For you see, it's not that space is the heart of the matter, but rather that space is ultimately a matter of the heart.
We all watched the liftoff of the Shuttle Discovery today with a lump in our throat and with pride in our spirit. We soared as we saw the rocket lift off without a hitch. The launch has renewed our hope and patriotism, and that is the subject of Jerry's commentary tonight.
Thanks, Nola. National victories. They're hard to come by these days. I mean, there are no wins in war anymore, and not even Olympic basketball is a sure thing for us. So you could feel the nationalistic hunger for triumph as Discovery lifted off, the white to orange flame blasting from the rocket. Yet to us, it was all red, white, and blue. Pride, we're back in the race, the good old US of A, and how can you not feel good about it? But when the moment fades and the Discovery 5 are back at home and the news shifts to more earthly endeavors, the voice will inevitably be raised again. What price victory? How much for national pride? And in an age of suffocating deficits and promises of no new taxes, can we really afford the billions and billions to circle the earth we have such trouble living on simply for bragging rights on the Ruskies? No question, beating them in hockey was cheaper. But of course, even though the race to space is the thrill and the possible whipping of the Soviets is what gets our juices flowing, the reason to launch has to have a better justification. After all, this is hardly a cheap thrill we're talking about. And there is a better justification, a better rationale. And it's not just that the